I'm Aiman, and welcome back to one of my DIY repair videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you what's behind the back panel of our Samsung 5.9 cubic foot freestanding range. So this video might be helpful if you need to do repairs to your range. And in our case, we need to do the same thing. In our case, we have a broken burner that goes on full blast no matter what setting we put it on. So we're going to get right to it. So there are 5 screws that we need to take off in order to access what's behind the back panel. So just take your classic Phillips head screwdriver and unscrew it. And it might come off at first, but there is a few things holding it up. So if you're worried about it falling, you can always get a second pair of hands to help you hold it up. But in general, it should be okay. Now, in that case, it fell off. You can see where exactly it might be supported and where it all screws in. One thing I forgot to mention is that you should always make sure to unplug your oven and turn off the breaker before you do this kind of thing. You don't want to get shocked. In our case, we already turned off the breaker downstairs. Let me put this aside. And we can take a look at the back panel. Okay, so there are 4 switches, and then the main central console. So there are four switches for the 4 dials in the front, and a central console, or central control panel. That's for all the buttons and stuff. This one controls the triple burner, which has 3 different settings. This one controls this heating element, or this burner. There we go. And then this one controls these 2. Oh, actually, it controls this one. And then this one on the left controls either the bottom burner or this sort of extension that allows it to have a long pan or a griddle on top. All right, so now I want you guys to get a close look at how everything is wired. This video might be helpful if you're in the middle of repairs and you forgot how everything was wired. In the future, it's helpful to usually take a picture of everything before you unplug it. Okay, so now that you have a look of what's behind it, I'm going to explain another reason why this video might be helpful. In our case, we wanted to do some research in order to figure out how to fix our free range, our range, and we need to find out what parts we need to replace. Now, Samsung, if you look on their official website, doesn't actually have any sort of documentation on this. It doesn't tell us what parts there are to replace. So we had to go to a different website. I think it was like partslike.com or something like that. And they had this diagram with all the different parts on it. Really helpful, actually. But one thing that is easy to miss is that they have a few components switched around. For example, this burner and this burner, which correspond to these 2 burners, are flipped. Instead of the rightmost one being the triple burner, it's saying that the left one is the triple burner. So this video is to sort of clear things up in regard to the confusing documentation that this range has, and make sure that everyone knows which components go where. So to help you with your research, these switches are called by many different names. One is infinite switch, surface element switch, a burner switch because it controls burners. You might hear people call them regulators, coil switches. There's a lot of ways that people call these. And each of them, depending on what they do, can have some sub-names. Like this one's a triple burner switch because it has 3 settings. This one might be a double switch because it has 2 settings. These ones are single because they only have a single setting. So the problem we were experiencing, which is why we need to access the back panel, is because with our triple burner and the double burner, no matter what setting we have it at, no matter how we have the dial turned, it's always going on at max heat. And we did some research and we found out that was due to malfunctioning switches, which is why we need to replace the triple burner switch and the double burner switch. So that's why we're doing separate videos on it. Go check it out if you're interested, and we'll help you however we can in the comments down below. So go check out those links in the description in the comments, and I hope this video helped you out. But for now, I'm Aiman, and today I just showed you what's behind the panel, the back panel of our Samsung 5.9 cubic feet freestanding range. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and look at other videos on EyeOnAiman, especially the DIY repair videos and the next two videos that we're going to do on replacing these switches. And I'll see you in the next one. For now, I'm Aiman, and signing out. Peace. This door. If you look right here behind the drawer, you can see all the important manufacturer information, including the model number. But one way you can get leverage is to pull out the bottom drawer and get your hands on the bottom rim below the oven. That's a pretty secure place to get it. It's a very stable place. And then pull. Just like that. And if your feet are stuck, for example, the oven feet, sometimes they're like basically glued to the floor after a lot of years, you just grab and you pull up. All right, so now I want you guys to get a close look at how everything is wired. This video might be helpful if you're in the middle of repairs and you forgot how everything was wired. I think the genuine one is $180. So we got this aftermarket. I think it's about $70. So if you really need to replace this, definitely recommend Amazon. Okay, so not sure what really happened, but my theory is that when we plugged it in, this metal contact sort of caved in. We were actually plugging it in between the contact and the plastic. And even if the contact itself is not tight enough, it's easy to fix with a needle nose plier to sort of tighten that up and squeeze it in, crimp it in more. But now when we plug it in, we have a pretty tight fit. But now that they're all rewired, we want to make sure that the top is again facing the top side. Is it focusing? Yeah, make sure that the top is facing the top and loop it back too. Then we want to screw it back on. Oh, wrong door. This door. If you look right here behind the drawer, you can see all the important manufacturer information, including the model number and the serial number.